The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Okay, ready?
59, 59.
Stay with your man.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
They run. Cook. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Check 31. Check 31.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
It's a first down following a gain of 3. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 34-yard line.
Ready. Mike's 40. Deep. Box track. 40's Mike.
Check. Check Mike 40. No gain on this defense, no gain.
Ready, go.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Operating from the gun. Love. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Josh Jackson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Ready.
54, right there. 54, Mike. Not here.
Shoot.
Now Thompson throwing on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
and that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mike, 54.
Here we go.
Now.
They'll run with Taylor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Got it.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Greystone, travel. Hit it.
Now Taylor. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh.
You got nothing.
You draw corkers.
You got nothing. Switch.
Look at me. Zip by.
Here's Thompson on 1st and 10.
Come on.
Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers.
Makes the score Packers 7, Vikings nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to do it, what do we need to get, and then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Let's go. 49, check 49. Check 43. Under crunch.
Check.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Sponge.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings nothing.
Let's go. Down. 60 outlaw. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Check 99. Ready to go.
Now a handoff here to his his running back. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Watch twist. No. Off.
Then he'll give it here to his running back. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a third and about 13.
Here we go. Set. 90. Walk. Buzz. Mike's 40. Let's go, defense. Hey, Shift. Ready.
From the gun, Love. Open man here, Sims complete. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Where to go, D?
On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on the punt. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. He'll field this at the 5. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
On 1st down, Thompson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Here we go, D.
Thompson now. Going to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Hey, 4 down.
Hey, seam 6.
A 7-yard loss. Brings up 3rd.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he is going to go down here, but we also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still 3rd and long.
Go.
26, Mike.
To throw is Thompson, operating from the gun. They've got his man complete. That's a 1st down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Thompson from the gun, he'll throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Bravo.
At the 38-yard line.
Get it.
Here's Thompson. Throws right side, and that's complete. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
That's another Packers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go. Let's do this.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business. The coach.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Now.
Now Thompson. And he's going to go down again. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Operating from the gun, Thompson. And that is incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Hey, Alpha.
SOS.
Now Thompson throwing on 4th down. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Devontae Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
3 down.
Wow. Move.
Check my 40. Ready.
Throwing again. Love. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready. 60 Pittsburgh. Let's go.
Hey, 40's Mike right there. 40's Mike. Rip right.
Let's go. Hey, Mike. Yep, Mike 40. Army.
40's Mike.
Watch the screen. High 7, let's go. Mike 40. Set, go.
On 1st and 10, Love. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Hey, Haywood. Ready?
Here's Thompson on 1st down. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Daniil Hunter, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Back to throw. Thompson got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter.
Here we go. Yeah.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Anthony Barr in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Thompson now to throw on second down. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Go. Big Ripper.
To throw is Thompson, operating from the gun. Going to throw right side here, complete. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
26 Mike. Here we go.
6-6. Bullet time.
Kill.
Hey, wahoo. Go.
Thompson throwing on first down. Steps away, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him sack number 14 for him on the year.
Hey. Get it.
Looking to throw. Thompson throwing middle, and it's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
You draw closer. Hey, box shot. Now. Shoot.
Now Thompson throwing on third and long. And going deep. And that's caught inside the 30. They'll get 34 yards there. So now the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Thompson. From the gun, he'll throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. This is caught. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness,
Come on, set.
There's a premium for all of that now.
91.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Nickel.
80 weapon. Fire.
2nd and 2. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2.
Mike's 5-4. 5-4. What we got? 54 is Mike.
Bravo.
Check. Watch 54.
Yes. Ready?
Back to throw. Thompson. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better, 2 weeks in a row? You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Looking to throw. Thompson under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Daniil Hunter, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
We'll see what they have up their sleeve.
17-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Mike 40, Mike 40. Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby. Woo! Check, check. 40's Mike. 40's a Mike. 40's a Mike. Ready, go.
2nd and 3. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Check 25. Alert 3, alert 3.
And to give this time to the tailback. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Well, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Greystone travel, Greystone travel. Watch the whip. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
He's coming. We got double up, double up. Showing it, showing it. Check, check, check. Pilot, 64, weak. Echo. Mike's 40. Mike's 40. Gone, gone. I got you, boy. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Hot, hot.
Back to throw. Love. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
What's my name? What's my name?
35-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, they scared. They scared. Shit, shit.
Hey, exit.
Shit.
Yep. Let's go.
Thompson now on 1st and 10. And that's complete to Adams.
Let's go, let's go.
We have played 3 quarters. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Matchbox lights. Hey, high 7. Let's go.
To throw is Thompson, operating from the gun. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Ready, set.
Mike, 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback.
X3. 218, chopper.
That quarterback.
Hey, Alpha. Hey. Big grip. Big grip.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board.
Set, ready.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey, dog. Check, check.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Yo, go.
Thompson to throw again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Hey, Haywood. Go. Get it.
Now Thompson. From the gun, he'll throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Anthony Barr, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Now Mason Crosby for the Packers field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
We play to win. Let's go.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
The Packers take over.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. That turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
You're exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Here's Thompson on 1st down. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Packers. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Now Crosby for the point after. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Packers 24, Vikings nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Alpha. Let's go. Hey, Mike 40, Mike 40.
Second and 9 now. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 33. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Touchdown. We got to roll. Just keep it rolling, baby. Keep it rolling.
Extra point try now for Crosby. And they're able to up the lead by one more.
Makes the score Packers 31, Vikings nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Second and 4. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Josh Jackson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniil Hunter, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, Echo, look at me. Zip, hit it.
Looking to throw. Thompson. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Go.
25.
Throwing on first down. Thompson firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Yeah. Ready?
That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing right, and that's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 21. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
26 Mike. Yeah, that's right.
Thompson now, operating from the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Chewing up big yardage, another nice game there. This one goes for 20. Well, he flew past 200, 300, 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now.
No doubt. They've got to be a confused group because they haven't been able to defend him very well at all. And I think he just wants to keep firing. When you have that kind of a day, you're just locked in. Just keep calling those pass plays.
54.
Hey, Zoo.
54.
Yep. Go.
To throw is Thompson. From the gun, he'll throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
That's what I'm talking about, baby.
Now Crosby for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. From the gun, Love. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again. Love. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Hey, 40's Mike. Right there. 40's Mike. Let's go, D.
Let's go. Hey, Mike 40, Mike 40. It's our time. It's our time.
40's Mike. 40's Mike.
Let's go.
On 3rd down, Love. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Feels right. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Bravo. 40's Mike. Rock. Come off the ball hard. Check 9, check 9.
Let's go.
On 4th down, Love. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Thompson throwing on 1st down. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to
and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes, Coach, say that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit no matter what the battle is.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one, and that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Green Bay, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Minnesota, their woes continue as the record falls now to 1-10. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the